Now, I know there's a couple of factors that are going to lead to this, but let me start by saying my apologies for the Hawks jersey and the Hawks shirt. I've just had a very busy day. I'm on multiple channels at once, so I apologize. That's factor number one that's probably going to get me fired today. Factor number two is I don't know how y'all want me to cover this. I understand that this is the local W, and we are on here to be supportive of women's New York sports, and I understand that, but like I said in the last video, I can't come on here and lie. Like, at some point, I don't know what y'all want me to do. Like, I can sit here and I can try to say positive things about a team that lost by 30 all you want, but it's like at some point, like, that's poor journalism on my part. Like, I want success for New York. No. Not really, but I in theory want success for New York as much as the next person, but I gotta be honest with you, I just can't lie. I cannot get on here and lie. I'm like Dual Maxwell from Gundam Wing. I might run and hide, but I'll never tell a lie. And I am just not capable of doing so. I'm sorry. I gotta slander them. I'm sorry. And I hope you're enjoying the interviews. I hope you're enjoying the press conferences. Hopefully we are continuously invited to such events to give you such coverage, but I gotta keep it a thowie with y'all. They got clapped. They went out there tonight and got clapped. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I got work in the morning. I could have went to sleep. I'm covering 3 different teams right now. I could have took a break. I could have went to sleep. I could have watched this in the morning, but I said, no, I want to make sure that I'm here on the local W immediately when the game is over because I want to get the coverage out as quickly as possible. But for this, I could have went to sleep on that. This is ridiculous. I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life before. Now, the first game in game 1 of the finals, when they came back from halftime, it was a shock. It was a surprise. I was slightly off guard. My lateral plane of existence had shifted a little bit. The tectonic plates of my life had shifted a little bit, and I wasn't quite sure what was going on. But now, expecting exactly what happened in this game to happen, I gotta be honest, where's the fight? Like, where's the effort? Where's the anything? Now, y'all know there are multiple reasons for why I think this is happening to New York. There's multiple reasons for why I think this is happening to the Liberty. We've discussed it at great length. I will not bore you again by going over the same talking points, but I can simply whittle it down to chemistry versus talent. And I'm telling you, you cannot beat chemistry. When you have chemistry and the talent to go with it, if all you're working with is talent and decent coaching, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. It's not possible. Now, again, they can mess around and surprise all of us. And, it could be like that time that LeBron was in the chair with the glasses on and it says on the bottom of the screen, no team has come back from 3-0 lead. Maybe it's going to be one of those things. I don't know. But I'm trying to tell y'all, it don't work like this. It doesn't work like this unless you have Jesus himself checking into the team. It just does not work that way. Unless Sue Bird is coming out the tunnel in a Brooklyn jersey, it just does not work like that. And I'm going to be honest, shame on the national media for the way they have covered this. Shame on the national media for giving Breanna Stewart the MVP. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be positive. I just can't do it. Shame on y'all. Shame on the mass media for awarding Sabrina Ionescu to be the cover of 2K. Shame on y'all. Because I'm looking at Vegas and I'm like, why are they not on the cover of 2K? Why is Asia Wilson not on the cover of 2K? She gets a bag of chips, but she can't be on the cover of the game? Something's not right here. And it's not even slander because look at this. Look at this. I'm not even I'm telling y'all what happened. You want me to read the box score? Is that better? Because this is ridiculous. You're the cover athlete of the game. You are on the cover of the video game and you're scared to shoot and you're getting cooked. Miss Stewie, you are the MVP of the league. And you're going into the third quarter shooting 3 of 311. Enough! MVPs and the cover of 2K. You've got a championship point guard in Vandersloot, and you got Benija Lady. And you're getting clapped like this on national TV at 9 o'clock when we gotta watch? The disrespect on y'all's part to not even make it competitive. I mean, God bless Jonquel Jones for having a pulse and showing up. And you know what? I hear she's a free agent. I ain't gonna speculate, but I'm just letting you know. Just like we talked about in the last video, we are getting over to the point where we got to start asking some serious questions. And we have basically taken off the table. I mean, I don't want to count people out. It's a best of 3, but I don't want to count people out. But with their backs against the wall against a team that literally has not lost in the playoffs, everybody's hyping up New York, blowing smoke. Let me stop. Let me stop, because this local W, you know, I'm trying to be nice. And they really haven't lost 2 consecutive games all year. The Aces haven't lost, period, in the playoffs. This benefit of the doubt stuff that we just give New York is so disrespectful to Vegas. And again, had I had known that Vegas was this good, I wouldn't have even have been as optimistic as I was. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, from the word go, we're talking about the score was like 25-2. Are you not embarrassed? Are you not ashamed? Again, it's one thing to lose, but to get embarrassed in this manner. See, I'm angry from the standpoint of it's a waste of my time. If y'all ain't even gonna fight back, why am I staying up till midnight when I gotta work in the morning? Y'all ain't even gonna fight back? Y'all just gonna let them fox trot all over you like this? Stand up. Have some pride. Have some pride for your city. Have some pride for the team. Have some pride for the fans. Have some pride for yourselves. I'll pull back the curtains for a second. Don't you want to shut people like me up? Don't you want to take a moment to take in all the slander you've received from individuals like me and say, you know what, Sever? Nah. Don't you want to stick your metaphorical tongue out at me and say, see, how about now? Don't you want to have that moment? Because I'm going to be real. Whatever happens, you cannot erase what I just watched. What we all just watched. Y'all got clapped on national TV. And it's like on one end, shout out to Vegas. Shout out to Vegas for being this dominant, for asking a very, very polarizing question of, is this y'all's king? Because this is such a pathetic display of competition. It's despicable. And again, Candace Parker isn't even out there. And if you want to play the star game, hey, this might be disrespectful based on how everyone was just playing, but if you want to play the star game, outside of Kelsey Plum, sorta, outside of Chelsea Gray, sort of, and obviously Asia Wilson, you want to tell me Jackie Young, and other person in the starting lineup who I don't know, is too much for y'all when y'all have a starting lineup of Sabrina Ionescu, the cover of 2K. She has her own show. She's got a commercial with ducks in Oregon. In between the commercial breaks of y'all getting slapped around in front of America. Breanna Stewart, the literal MVP of this year. The MVP is supposed to be the best player of the regular season. And a former MVP in Jonquel Jones. And another recent championship. We're not talking about this was like back in the early 2000s or something like that. I mean, she just won it with Chicago. And Courtney Vandersloot. You got Lainey who's been going off doing her thing. You're going to tell me a star-studded lineup like that is going up against, and again, no disrespect, but Asia Wilson and the squad, like, my G. They don't even have Candace Parker out there. You're probably going to get swept, but for the sake of pride, could you win at least one game? For the sake of your fans, can you win at least one game? Can you make it interesting in the slightest? Because we're gonna have to start having conversations of, is this the best team in basketball ever? Is the 2023 Las Vegas Aces the best team in basketball ever? Because if they don't lose a single game in the playoffs, I don't care what best of series format it is, that is next level dominance. And again, Candace Parker isn't even playing. I know there's other factors surrounding these two teams. There's different agendas involving these two teams. And again, this is another video back-to-back, I apologize, where the analytics aren't exactly as forefront as they should be. And I'm not, getting into the specific intricate details of the game. But how do I do such a thing when I just watched the obliteration I just watched? The New York Liberty just took a Goku spirit bomb to the chin, and I'm supposed to get on here and not slander them. I don't care who I work for. This is pathetic. And if y'all have any semblance of pride, you will at least make the next game competitive. At least. Warrant the fact. Let me not even go there. Short video. I apologize. I am just disgusted that my night was spent like this. There's a couple of jokes I would normally make. But this is local W, and I'm supposed to be on my best behavior. So I will simply say, if I can't say that on here. Listen, try. Can y'all do me that and try next game? Because if not, I'm gonna have about 17 brooms in the camera shot right here. I might film it in like the kitchen section of the Walmart, and I'm just going to be around a bunch of brooms, and I'm going to just stare at the camera for 20 minutes. Have some pride in the fact that New York is across your chest and win at least one of these games. Pathetic.